All right, this is a video introducing tetrachords, and the tetrachord sequence that I use starts on C, and it goes around the whole cycle of all 12 tetrachords. I mean, you could go C, C sharp, D. You could do that way. I like to start it on what we call the circle of fourths or the circle of fifths, which goes in the order of flats and sharps. It goes in the order of key signatures. It goes in the order of scales and harmonic relations. And with the tetrachord specifically, every subsequent tetrachord starts on the top note of the scale you just did. So if you're doing the C tetrachord, the notes are C, D, E, and F. And the next one is going to start on F. And they're going to be F, G, A, and B flat. And the next one is going to be B flat. And once you get around all 12, you'll end up back at C again. So to do this, I just got a submission on the tetrachord starting on C up here, first fret on the B string. And I haven't tuned this, so hopefully it's pretty close. And the notes I heard were C, D, E, and F. And I'm not sure if you played specifically those frets or not. First fret on the B string, third fret on the B string, first fret open E, and then first fret on the E. And that is the pattern. I'm going to maybe start it down here on the low C, third fret on the A string, and the reason I'm going to do it down here so you can see the interval pattern of the whole thing. So if we start here, we're going to go up a whole step, and every fret is a half step. That means we're going to skip a fret. So we're going to go from the third fret to the fifth fret, and so that my fingers can reach, I'm going to just slide. I'm going to shift my finger from third fret up to fifth fret. So C, D, and that'll also sound like open D. So C, D, and then skip another fret, and I can just use my third finger for that, and then fourth finger. So the notes are C, D, E, F, E, D, C. And if you don't know all of the notes on the piano or all the notes on the staff, and you have to find them on the guitar, you're just going to have to memorize that there are half steps in between E and F. So that means there's no sharps or flats in between E and F. So there's a sharp note in between F and G. It's called G sharp, or I mean F sharp or G flat. But between E and F, there's not a flat or sharp note. E sharp is the same as F, and F flat is the same as E. And then also same thing between B and C. So that's why up here we go to the B string, and then we go to the C. There's no other note in between those. So B sharp is the same as C, and C flat is the same as B. But if you go to any other note combination other than those two pairs, there's going to be a sharp note, also named a flat note, in between them. So C and D have either, you can call it a D flat or a D sharp in between, or yeah, a D flat or a C sharp in between them. C, D. So we skip that fret right there. And then from D we go to E, and we skip that fret there, and we go to the next fret. So the pattern is whole step, and then half step. And that's the pattern of all the tetrachords. So from C, since we're going in fourths, we can go up a string and get the very next tetrachord. So this note here, F, is the same. Whoa! This note is F. And that's going to be the third fret on the D string. See, they're the same note with the same fingerings that I just did. So I'm going to go F, G, A, B flat. I can go up another string to get the next one, because B flat is going to be the third fret on the G string. Same note. Okay, B flat, C, D, E flat. Now remember D, you might know D here. There's also an open D, right, which is lower. There's also D 3rd fret on the B string. There's a little different tone to it, right? It's warmer if we play it on the G string. So depending on what sound you want, you might want to do that. So tetrachords, 4-note scale that goes skip a fret, go to the next fret. If we do it, we could do it on C up here, like the submission I got: C, D, E, F. Okay, so what if I go to the next one, F? Oh, guess what? Look, 1st fret on the E string, there's another E string. So I could start down here, F, G, A, B flat, and use the same fingering pattern. And then what if I want to do it on the B flat? B flat's the next one, right? So we did C, F, B flat's the next one, so we're going to go here. And what was it that I did before? I did it 3rd fret on the G string. So this is the low one. Let's do the high one, 3rd fret on the G string. All right. So hopefully you see the patterns in there. If you have more questions about it, definitely get with me. Use a tuner on your strings, which I didn't set a very good example of doing today because I just grabbed the guitar and made a video so I could demonstrate. But C is 3rd fret on the A string, or 1st fret on the B string. F is 3rd fret on the D string, or 1st fret, low F is 1st fret on the E string. Also, you could go really high F, and then you could do. And if you go to that B flat up here, you could still follow the pattern of skip one. You could do it really high. Skip a fret, right? Then you could come up here. You could go E flat, skip a fret, right? You could do it anywhere on here. You just use that pattern of skip a fret, next fret. All right. But I recommend you use C starting on the 3rd fret, whether you shift up like I did, or whether you just stay in half position, I guess it is. You can do it in 1st position or half position. Anyway, hope that's helpful. It's a little bit long-winded, but I think you get the idea from this.